Hello and welcome to the next session. I'm very happy to have Wilma Vangi, who's the founder of Digital Guardian. Um, and you're going to talk about something very important. It's coming up a few times, but it's a massive issue right now is misinformation and manipulation, especially for young people. So I'm very much looking forward to your talk because this is one of the more important things we have to face right now.
Yeah, thank you so much, Angeline. And such a pleasure to be here and to have you all joining in this amazing discussion. So I will just share my screen shortly. My name is Wilma, as Angeline just mentioned, and I will be guiding you through this topic on misinformation and manipulation, guiding young and old fact checkers in this time, especially with AI and just misinformation, people not telling the right information at the right time. So we can start with yes, I'll be a little bit old school, and I will be presenting. I will be presenting a slide. But before that, I just want to share a video, and I'm trying to figure it out where the video is. That I can do share the window to share this. Angeline, could you confirm with me if you can be able to hear me and the audio, please?
Yes,
So this,
I can see you and hear you.
all
Yeah.
right, great, great. This is just a short, I just picked from this 10-minute video, I picked about 1 minute of what these young fact checkers were being questioned about, whether it's real or fake AI. And it's 10 minutes, but I just, since for the purpose of timing, I'll just share with you a minute of this just to hear the feedback on actually what they thought about the videos. And yeah, let me just play it right now.
I mean, I guess it's hard to distinguish between when there's real videos that look so unreal and when there's fake videos that like are designed to look so real. It's really hard to try and work out like what's real and what's fake. I still feel like I'm not very confident in doing it, I think. I'm not confident at all because there were a lot of times that it was not obvious at all.
It's very scary that I'm losing the ability to like pick up on these things.
I mean, these videos, they're extremely realistic. And I feel like in the future, the credibility of the internet in general is going to diminish.
I'm definitely going to have to be more careful about what I look at.
I think we definitely need to counter the harmful impacts of AI.
Hopefully, lots of people make more of those videos about like what to look for to kind of prove that something is AI.
I think we're going down a very dangerous path.
And I think watching all of these videos was good. I think it was good to kind of get an idea of just what it can do.
But if I do see these type of videos, I think I will be, more suspicious of what's happening in the video and what's like just send it to someone and say, oh, look what happened.
I think it will make me a bit more careful, kind of trying to think about that kind of stuff while I'm on social media.
Great. So with just that information, we get to hear that there's a lot of things that are currently going on right now, which is scary to some of us. Actually, I was just watching that same video, and when the broadcaster was actually presenting these AI videos, AI or real videos, there are actually like 10, and out of the 10, I think I got like four correct. So you can imagine. I personally also had a challenge distinguishing between the real and the fake videos. So today, that's actually what we're going to be talking about. And I am so excited. My name is Wilma again. I'm the founder of Digital Guardian Wellness. So this is an initiative where we are basically helping families to just cultivate healthy tech habits. And I'm so excited to be here today. So I will be sharing my my presentation right now. Okay. All right. So again, we create a modern immersive approach to digital well-being, and yes, we create a modern immersive approach to digital well-being and safety. That's what Digital Guardian is all about. And I started this initiative back in 2024 because I saw the need for both parents and kids to be more aware of their digital wellness and just to improve their tech habits. So, what brought about this was actually the time when my daughter started like asking me for my phone, and she is as young as 2 years old. And this approach led me to think, okay, what do other parents feel about screen time, especially during such a young age? And now this brought me down a whole rabbit hole of just what's the best time to introduce screen time to your toddler, and just a lot of information on improving tech habits, especially also with myself and my partner, since we're also like newlyweds. So we wanted to have that cohesiveness where we just wanted to make sure that our digital safety, both online and offline, were in line or were aligned to each other's. So why is it that fact checking really matters now more than ever? So for now, there's a lot of things that are going on, especially when it comes to the deep fakes, AI, misinformation, and that's why it's very it's a skill to actually be a fact checker in this time. It's a superpower that protects both you and everyone in your network. So misinformation, just to break it down in a few minutes, is just sending misleading information without the intent to deceive or to harm. And this is in regards to someone who does not really know exactly what they're sharing because they haven't fact checked what it is they're sharing with anyone online. And manipulation is just the deliberate using of misleading information to influence what people think, feel, or do. And this is based on the manipulator's interest, of course. Manipulation is not a good thing. So if you see that happening online, again, being a fact checker is a skill to have right now. People are preying online or they're preying on your emotional rage. We call it rage bait. So once you are aware that there's misinformation and there are manipulation tactics that are being used online, you can be able to maneuver this online space very healthily and in a more productive way. Right. So I just had to, sorry, let me present this in a better way. All right, so there was the real and the fake. Test your instincts. So in this case, there was a fake quote. I'm a Kenyan, so this was in regards to a political time when the elections were happening back in Kenya, and there's this famous person, these two famous people who were part of the presidential elections, and right now he's passed away, but he's so rest in peace. So his name is Honorable Raila Odinga. He did mention it didn't mention a quote, but they misquoted him and actually talked about how he is giving his support to the opposition party. And this was actually taken out of context, and there was quite a fury back in Kenya regarding this quote. And same to this other one, it's a miscaptioned photo. So the top photo is actually more on what is happening. This image claimed to actually show some equipment destroyed, when in real sense, the image was actually a Google satellite image from last year. So it was an AI generated image or showing that there was some equipment that was destroyed. So you can tell that people can either misquote you or they can use AI generated edit. They can image edit using AI to just show that these are not facts, but it's a fake. So how can you fact check? It's a 3 simple routine. So you just stop and ask, what is this claim? I loved one of the speakers earlier on who said you need to pause for a second and get to understand what is this post really saying. So identifying the core, what is the purpose of this message? What's the intent? Is it to sway you? Is it to inform you? Is it to entertain? So you need to be able to understand this kind of information. Checking the source, who posted it. Do you recognize if it's a website or a person? Are they credible enough? You also need to look at the contact information or the about page and make sure that they are actually credible. Checking elsewhere. So this is what we call the lateral reading trick, where you can verify from 2 to 3 reliable independent sources. And again, you need to be able to know if they're credible sources, and we'll be able to just go through the credibility later on in this discussion. One of the interesting things also is being able to compare your headlines and the dates, because some of this information, or if it's videos or images, that were the old images or old posts that were done previously, and now they're being reused to make it as if it's real, if it's current. So this is one of the manipulative tactics that is actually being used at the moment. So I wonder if any of you have used any of this step-by-step tactics, and if you have, I would love to know how this has gone with you. All right. So I just wanted also to share with you how I do my fact check live with you. And so one of the interesting things I got to see online is that drinking chlorophyll water reduces body odor. And I found that quite interesting. So what we can do together is just fact check if this is actually true or not. So I hope you're able to see me. Let me just see if you're able to see me. Share this tab. All right, so I have pasted exactly what it is that I want to fact check. Does drinking chlorophyll water reduce body odor? So what I add after this particular line is just fact check, and then press enter. Let's see. I usually use the Brave browser because it helps when it comes to reducing advertisement. So the first thing that I get to see is AI, the Brave AI, telling me that chlorophyll water may help reduce body odor for some people, but scientific evidence is limited and largely anecdotal. So this is actually information that I got to hear from TikTok. So first of all, I need to know, is this who brought about this information? Is this person credible? And this is not what I'm doing right now. It's the lateral reading trick, as I mentioned. So you just get to understand who said this, and if it's a credible person, check credible resources. All right. So the next thing I have gotten to know that it's not scientifically proven that chlorophyll water may reduce body odor, but many people have suggested that it does, and many influencers and users on social media have reported the same. And there's also this thing where, in there are going to be a lot of self-proclaimed digital medical doctors on TikTok, which I highly advise to always fact check before buying the products that they're selling online. So we get to see these health grades. They talk about chlorophyll benefits. We can look at New York Times. Influencers are drinking chlorophyll water, but why? So you can check what New York Times is talking about. And there are also other credible resources you can also look into, right? So that's just basically one of the ways you can be able to check one or two credible websites, right? I'm not sure if. Okay, so the other option is the photos of hurricane victims. There has been a lot of like fake photos going around, AI generated photos of the hurricane victims, Hurricane Helen. I don't know if that's how you spell it, but yeah, photos of Hurricane Helen victims, and this was also purportedly being shared across X. So I will also help you see how you can reverse image some of these images that you can check if they're actually true or false. So share this tab instead. All right, so this is some of the images of the hurricane victims. Again, I mentioned fake image of hurricane victims. So what we'll do is just come and copy the image address, or we can just do that. Because of time, I'll just copy the image address, right? Normally, you can either save the image and go to Google Images or Google Images, as you can see. Share this tab. All right, so here is Google Images. We can paste the link. That link looks too long, but let's see if it's going to be it. Right. Let me just do that again. Copy image, copy link address. Right, so we go to all. So you get to see that the first incident is it's a purportedly AI generated image circulated on social media. So this is how you get to search if images are true or false using Google Image, or there's also Google Lens. You can be able to check the images from this particular site. All right. So I hope that was clear enough for all of you. All right, let's continue on. All right, so how you can be able to spot these red flags to see if the content you're reading or watching is credible enough. So look for this warning signs, yes? If it's emotional language, if the person who is presenting this information to you in a very combative way, or they are really skewed to one particular like topic. If it's politics, they'll be very combative about maybe a particular political party. Anything that may make it outrageous, or you won't be able to believe, something that will evoke strong emotions in you, it often overrides critical thinking. So most of these tactics are mostly they use information, or they use rage bait, which will cause anger, which will cause um, a lot of emotions in you, so that you can be able to share. That's why we talk about emotional awareness, especially when you are online, and especially during this time also when there's a lot of war going on, or there's a lot of conflict in our regions. So you need to be careful when you're sharing information. So if there's no other clear source, the people who say experts say, or everyone knows this, without any specific mentioning of credentials. So that's a typical red flag. If they're unusual URLs, so you get to see unusual URLs for sure. If it's just sketchy, just make sure that you check the URLs. The URLs are just what you see up there. It's like yes, so there's old content and new content. So you need to check the dates, or old photos or old videos frequently that resurface with new or false captions claiming that they're current events. So you need to be careful with that as well. I'm getting information that my my tab is not updating. So let's see if I can change that as well.
I can see that you're flipping through the presentation.
Oh, okay, great. I got this. Thank you, Angeline, for that confirmation. All right, let me continue on. Okay, so the 4 moves that manipulators use are, again, they recognize when you need to recognize when someone is trying to influence you, not inform you, as we had said. Manipulators use these tactics based on their interests. So they purportedly send you, or purposefully send you, misleading information just to see if they can be able to monetize from this information as well. So there's an emotional spike. So these are posts designed to make you, again, very angry, scared, or proud. So your critical thinking is not aligned. So this will make you furious. If I don't know if you've ever come across content that has made you very scared or very angry, or you feel like you need to share it with your friends because it scared you. So you need to think twice about that, because these are one of the tricks that manipulators use. There's also the fake authority where, again, there's no source, there's no credible source. It's just everyone knows about this. Why aren't you doing this? So you need to know who is presenting this information, and they also need to bring evidence. There's a visual trick. So, as I said, the old photos being resurfaced as new information, and they're used as breaking headlines, or cropped screenshots hiding context, or AI edited images, as the ones that I had presented earlier on, stating that it is indeed something that is current, but it is not. There's a social push, again, as the emotional spike says, everyone is doing this, or share this if you care for this person. Yes, so practice, practice, practice. Always read the claims carefully, identify your sources, as we had mentioned, search for verifications, check the dates, look for fact checks, and then make your decision based on your research. I know it's easier said than done, but this can happen. If it's something that you truly care about, if it's something you want to share with your loved ones, you can be able to do this. You can be able to fact check before sharing it online. How can we empower the next generation? I believe parents and educators play such a crucial role in doing this, in fact, in helping our children and young adults create that fact checking mechanism. So you can reinforce these vital skills at home and in a classroom. Model verification, so demonstrate how you yourself fact check information. Is it the Google image? Is it, as we had mentioned, just going on Google or on Brave and writing it down? And again, AI is not 100% correct all the time. So you also need to be careful with the use of AI when you are fact checking information. So using credible media organization outlets, or scientific research, educational research. Those are some of the credible organizations or informations you can get. Teach emotional awareness. Help them recognize that there are emotional triggers and we need to pause before reacting to any post. We need to encourage open dialogue. I love this, especially when you're talking to young people. They do enjoy open conversations about what's happening. They will not be afraid, especially with the Gen Zs. They will tell you as it is. And that's what I love about creating a judgment-free space for your kids to share what they encounter online. Is also integrating media literacy into our day-to-days, and creating simple checklists like stop, check your source, and check elsewhere. Do a lateral reading trick, as we had mentioned right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but we're out of time.
Yes, I'm actually wrapping up. Thank you so much for this amazing time, Angeline, and I hope you have all learned something. Remember to stop and ask, what is the claim? Check your sources and verify 2 or 3 independent, reliable sources.
Yes, this was very important. Thank you. Also, I learned some things. I don't spend much time fact checking because I'm not very good at it, but I can see those are simple ways that can be done. So thank you very much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Angeline. Bye bye.
Bye.